Hey, this is Xyroah and Mauvu, and we're feedbacking your run. If you have any questions, feel free to ping us in your chat.
Okay.
Guessing no BT on this, like, because of the ELO.
Yeah, 1021, yeah.
Yeah. Um,
So immediately you should be in third person, so that when you load into the seed, you get to see more information. Were you gonna say something?
and I'm just saying, like, should we not be on like a higher render distance because we can't get buried treasure?
Oh yeah, you could
Like,
do that. I don't know, what are we on?
I guess actually no, it's not too bad.
But yeah, it's like fine.
You
What
could,
are we
well,
doing?
I mean, I think we're just looking for a shipwreck, but we should
Yeah,
be,
you should be scanning for it, for the
yeah, like
chest.
we started scanning earlier, but we should just keep scanning, like, as we're running to, like,
Yeah.
just get the info back, like, faster.
Yeah, don't go to 500 ED before you've gotten your chest. Okay,
Yeah,
you should be swimming on the surface, and then around this point you should start swimming down because you're now on 7 bubbles, so you're gonna take more drowning damage.
I read loot. Like,
Yeah,
okay, yeah, it's like one, the paper, it doesn't do anything. So like, like we don't need it. And then the chest plates, I didn't know about you, but I just never take
yeah,
them because they don't have any super relevant enchants. And like, it's just a hassle if you like loot a gold chest plate out of the bastion to like put
yeah,
it on because you have to take off the leather chest plate. And yeah, like the drowning, we've lost five and up, like that's minus 2 pearls for like 2 second time save, like
yeah,
imagine your opponent and like they can throw 2 extra pearls to the fortress that you can't and they gain like 25 seconds on you. Like
yeah.
like
We should be in F5 here if we're just mining logs, looking around. I don't think we got anything of information, although we're on 500 ED, so I'm just assuming it's like a nothing burger ocean. You should you should go down immediately and get your Sonax before you start getting leaves. Just
yeah, like
because
yeah,
yeah,
it's like just bad for pathing here. Because
yeah,
like we're gonna like we could dig down here for our stone and then we come back up and want to mine these trees that we're now next to, but the crafting table's like far away.
yeah, you should be getting leaves and logs at the same time. Now you're gonna do them sequentially, which is slower,
Yeah,
obviously. Also, okay, you can relax. You don't need this much leaves. A stack is more than good enough. You can get less than that if you want to. And now you're gonna get
uh,
logs. Like,
yeah. I was just gonna say like I don't think it's like super necessary, but on like seeds like this where you make the stone axe after all the rest of your tools, like I just like search crafting it.
yeah, X in English language. You get your axe immediately. Okay, like, pause. What are we doing? So, this is the only ocean that we have any information on, right? Oh no, this one. And I see maybe something over here. Um, like you should, when you were mining your trees, like the other way. You should be trying to like get more information about the sea. Like I see some kelp here. I don't think this is real, but we just don't know because we didn't bother checking. I'm guessing we're gonna send it here, but you should check for kelp more. As well as I think our render distance is still at 12. Just set it at 20. Offhand doors. Interesting.
You should have tried to make flint and steel at some point
Yeah,
when we're going down to this magma.
you can overlap the magma stream pulling you down with crafting your flint and steel instead of doing nothing.
Like if you've got a standardized hotbar, it's very easy to just muscle memory like do that. But like if you don't, then on this specific hotbar, you would like hotkey out the planks because it's just like extra blocks that you don't need on your hotbar. Have the flint and steel there.
Yeah. You should for your last lava, you should pull. So you pull this lava last, so that when you break this, it immediately creates an air gap instead of making cobblestone. I can link how to do L shape fast if you need me to. But I'd recommend trying out 2x1. Sorry. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. So immediately you've F3 seed, okay. You're still at 12 render. We haven't E-rayed. We're just walking.
I don't hate like going straight for the rune portal. Like
You can overlap doing E-ray while moving towards something. Like we're just, where are you going?
oh
Just now you're E-raying. If it was on the other side, then you just wasted time. You should also be an F5. Like, what are we doing? Just being an F5 just gives you so much more information where you're walking. Okay.
they're like just
Um,
like niche bit of info, like why 65 is the level that you want to be bridging at here to reach the back of treasure.
yeah. I would honestly just, you can just boat down here and you're just at the ledge. Oh wait, we're on the level. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Offhand blocks. Okay. I'm like just not a fan of doing it here. Like you lose so much. Like yeah, you accidentally right click and you just have a leaf block there. Like the only justification for using like offhand blocks in Bastion is when you're like mining treasure gold blocks or something. Like just have food offhand and just use like a main slot for blocks. Like don't reduce your utility by using blocks. Cause
Like
look,
off like the only time I'd recommend offhand blocks is like if you don't do hotkeys, but like
you should just be doing
yeah,
hotkeys.
you should be doing hotkeys as well, unless you like just started. Like
See what you've done here is by throwing a gold here. So these pigs are line of sight um aggroed at you. So now that they're all there, they're gonna be there for a few seconds and they're gonna lose line of sight right about now. So what I'm getting at is that your aggro is gonna be really not that good. So you should try and not throw gold there. If you have like crossbow pigs, if you strafe left right, then they disarm their crossbow or they don't try to actively shoot you, which is good enough. But in this situation, like first of all, why did we build up here? This block shouldn't be here. You can throw one distraction goal like right about here, jump here, and you'll immediately pick it up, and then you can place a block, go up here, and then go here. Um, yeah, the way we did it, we didn't even pick up the gold, so they're still gonna be distracted, or at least one pig is gonna be still distracted there. Yeah, just practice treasure, and you don't need to throw this many gold. You have 10 here, and then you throw 5. You only need to throw 3.
Yeah, I just think safe green is pretty much always better.
Yeah, yeah, just invest learning safe boomer. Doesn't take that much time. And
Oh,
don't
you
offhand
don't need
block.
to fill all those blocks in. Like,
Yeah,
I guess it's just like, I guess it's just
just
like for your like mental, you know, like oh,
yeah,
they're just all filled in. But like,
you just need to fill
especially
this
that like
one.
second leaf, like the
This
one on
one.
yeah, like that doesn't do anything. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. You're just wasting. Well, I mean, you throw out leaves anyways, but you're just wasting blocks for no reason.
yeah, it's just like another opportunity for you to make a mechanical mistake and like maybe jump in the hole as a result, you know, like
Yeah.
and then you're just dead.
I do this. I elevate gold blocks always too, but we should just be wary of the fact that there's an air gap, which means you can't do it. So you just drop down. You're not paying attention. Here you should be in F5 looking around. Granted, this is like really built in, but still, that should just be done out of principle.
Yeah, it's like it's not like you're doing anything else. Like,
Yeah. Okay. You can just like save a lot of time. Like we're just wasting time doing nothing in this bastion.
I don't know if we're gonna break spawner. It's like
I assume it's built in, so we're gonna do that. I was gonna say that for treasure especially, you can just block this off and go about your day, because you just break this one gold block and it's like one blackstone brick, excuse me, and you just have it. And with boomer especially, sometimes you have late pigs, so it's beneficial to not travel them immediately. Because if it like comes up here, you can just break your leaf block and just stand up here and they just come up. Yes, throw out leaves. Okay, we're just not gonna do that. Yes, so I'm assuming we didn't equip the gold chestplate because we have a leather tunic. Just like why?
why we leave the iron ingots and like yeah, this is the thing with safe breeder, like you just never have trades down there because you don't need to throw any gold down there, so you never have that like time loss of having to like pick up out of the way trades. Like
Yeah.
yeah, like
Like, sorry, were you saying something?
I was just gonna say like you take those 4 iron ingots and then you have 5 and you don't need to make like you don't need to actually craft any ingots, you can just use iron axe, iron sword,
Yeah.
like fully like in your crafting bar.
I was gonna mention the pathing here in the bastion is really inefficient. So what I personally do is after I've placed that block, I go down here and then check the triple chest, get the gold block, then come here, get these 2 chests, then get the gold block, and then make my way up. What you've done is gotten these 2 chests, and now you're gonna go here. Now you're gonna get this chest, then you're gonna get this gold block, then you're gonna go back and get the other gold block. Or you're just gonna jump down there first. We just don't get it, okay. Um, Just like try to minimize the amount of time you're backtracking and also work on not forgetting that you need to get an extra gold block. What? No, please don't do this. Okay. You can just, okay. Um, when you're sitting here, you want to be looking outward, so towards the ledge, and then throwing out stuff that you're not going to get from trades. So black stone bricks, this should be converted to planks immediately. You have 1 iron and then 59. You can like type RO and then make all iron and throw this out and make your axe. You can throw out this magma cream, flint and steel. This fire shard should be in your topmost slot. This leaf should be out. You should have soul sand in your hotbar. Don't place lava where you're gonna stand. Learn to like filter out items in specific slots. That's gonna save you a lot of time.
Yeah,
And if you
like our
want,
boat and RB are just in random, like
yeah,
inaccessible slots. Like
yeah,
I'm almost certain there's gonna be at some point we're just gonna like open our inventory and spend like a second looking for each of them.
yeah. I'd recommend just having a good hotbar. And if you want inspiration, I'd watch someone like Dougal. But realistically, every top runner has a set hotbar at the very least, and then set slots, some slots for pearls, strings, etc. But like this is extremely inefficient because you're throwing out one slot and then you're gonna pick it back up. But we have 20. We're just gonna leave. Wait, is that the fort? No. Yeah. What are we doing?
We're not even checking quadrants.
Yeah, we just didn't check quadrants
Okay.
either. Okay, we just saw it. Okay. Did the recording get laggy?
Don't know.
Yeah, I think
Instead
it
of
did.
throwing out stuff here, we should have but crafted nether bricks. Granted, we didn't actually pre-craft a bed in the bastion, but like the advantage of like doing your nether bricks first every time is like you'll
When
always
you,
have it ready to give
yeah,
your like blaze bed, so you can just get the blaze bed off faster.
yeah, I'll again hammer home the point that you should do your pre-cross while waiting for your trades. Like, don't waste your time doing nothing. Try to like do something actively, like how much ever you can. Also,
Yeah,
we
like
already mentioned the hotbar, but like 64 bricks, leaves, gravels, and soul sand, and then 3 pearls. Like, what are we doing?
yeah, like why do we have leaves on our hotbar? Because like
Yeah,
an RPC, if this was an RPC, you wouldn't have leaves on your hotbar. So like, well, that's just like an unstandardized slot that you're using. Like you could have a pre-craft bed like in your like 6 slot every time instead or something.
yeah. You should
Like
just um you should practice your end games with just soul sand and gravel. Reason being is that you always have at least a stack of those two. Ideally, you only need one stack of each, so you should just filter out everything else, including, netherrack or leaves or whatever, like dirt or whatever. You should just throw that out and just use these two blocks for everything. Because these two combined have good utility. Soul Sand obviously has the soul speed and it's slower without soul speed, but you have gravel for that, and then non-gravity block, you have soul sand for that. And then yeah, this nether brick should just be crafted while you're purling to the fort. Like what are we doing? We also have a stone axe, which is slower,
yeah,
not
just
ideal.
like go back to the pre-craft stuff. Like you, the two things that you want to that you should pre-craft every time is just at least one bed and an iron axe. Like
Yeah.
if you're gonna learn any pre-crafts, like those are the two. I think
Yeah, and
like
it's important for us to mention that um both of those things should be done while you're waiting for the trades. You don't want to you don't want to have your trades done and then you're like pre-crafting in the bastion. That's just slow. But when you practice how to sort your inventory faster and just like have a good like get your bastion done faster by like not backtracking and stuff, you like save up a bunch of time that you should utilize for pre-crafting and stuff. Like we have 6423 string. Like I would just be double betting here. um and
Yeah,
now
like
we're
there's
just
other pre-crafts as well, but
yeah, what he said, bed and axe are most important, but
yeah,
yeah.
like there's iron swords, like multiple beds. There's gold carrots. It's
Yeah.
like you can do iron bars, a bow. Like there's loads of stuff. But yeah, axe and bed, like the
um
best.
yeah, next thing coming into the fort, you should just so this is why you should have a bed or your TNT or whatever in your hotbars, that you immediately come to the spawner, you get rid of the first wave of blazes, and then you immediately get your blaze bed in. Reason being is that the earlier you can get your blaze bed in, the higher the chances that the next wave of blazes is gonna have more than two or three or whatever. And that could be the difference between spending an extra minute waiting for a blaze cycle or just leaving. Like now we're just gonna waste time sorting inventory and okay, we're just why? Why? Just why? You have a completely like stock spawner that you should be building out here, and we're making a portal for no reason.
Yeah, this is just like the like mega high roll RSG play where you're like, oh, I'll get a full spawn and they'll all drop on the next cycle, and then it's
Yeah,
just like a fully untouched spawner.
like just don't like build out your spawner always. You could like your portal comes last in the checklist for priorities. You want to get to your fort, you want to get to your spawner, get rid of the first wave of blazes, get your blaze bed in, build out your spawner, get more blazes, pre-craft your beds, your respawn anchor, and your eyes, and then you make your portal in blind. Like this should be last on your checklist. You also don't need to build up this high.
Yeah, like, and you can like just another thing with like blinding early. You should always have your eyes crafted before you blind, just for the sake of overlapping
Yeah,
with your like blaze spawner like spawning. You know, like because when you crafted it there, like that could have just been time spent next to the spawner, like giving it longer to spawn your next cycle of blazes.
yep. I'd recommend adding your overlay so that we can see what's happening. Um, just per on top here and then jump down.
I'm not sure. I don't think they have too many pearls, but they definitely have like more than enough food to do that. So as long as it's not like a 2K blind, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because then you'd want to sort of conserve the pearls. But obviously we don't know because there's no ninja brain bot
There's no
visible.
ninja brain bot. Yeah. Just if you're gonna send in run feedback, make sure that we have the information that you have. Also just like we're not paying attention. The eye broke. Even though we turned around for no reason, we still saw it break, so we just wasted more time. We also still have leaves, like get rid of this already. Whatever, it's okay. Or it's not okay, but
It's not super detrimental.
yeah, you should focus on linearizing your gameplay. Practice with the same blocks, practice with the same hotbar, do the same thing.
Yeah, like if you think about other speed games, it's all about doing the same route over and over again, and that's how you get so fat. Like that's how people get really fast. And like the
Yep.
thing with Minecraft, like all the seeds are different, but that doesn't mean that you can't try your best to do the same thing. Like play your fortresses super similarly in ranked, like especially.
Yep.
Like you can just try and make your gameplay as consistently like the same as possible, and that just means you're able to like just get better at it like faster because you're just doing the same thing instead of like playing like with these weird hotbar setups. You've got like off like I I would bet like my life savings that your standard fortress split doesn't involve offhand blackstone bricks. Like I
Offhand Blackstone bricks and then leaves in another slot for some
yeah,
reason.
like it's
Yeah,
just stuff like that that you can just if you just get rid of all that like miscellaneous like extra crap out of your gameplay, it's gonna enable you to play with much more confidence and just
yeah.
you'll just find time save. Like it doesn't feel like you're losing time, but you will just find the like free time save.
Here, I was gonna say that if you're gonna mine out your spawner, which is you have infinite beds, you should just be doing blaze bed here. But anyways, if you're gonna mine out your spawner, don't stand in it, especially when this starts going crazy. You can jump up on these. I know this is like buried, but if it's open, you can jump up on these, or when it's closed, you just mine from the end, because by being in the spawning area, you're inhibiting spawns. You get spawned on here. If I were you, I'd immediately punch this blaze out because both of these blazes are gonna melee you. And I'm guessing we didn't do that. Yep, this one is gonna melee you now. So you want to make sure that you don't take damage from melee. That's really cringe. What are we doing? Okay, we have our rod.
Right, we better land on quads because that's the only reason to justify this part.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, like there was just free terrain to the left to go to. Like
yeah. What are we doing? Like, this is why we need Ninja Brain Bot, because we don't know. Okay, so full length pearl is about 75 blocks. That's like full length. You can have soul speed, soul sand, and push it to like 90. What we did here is this is like a sick, like 50 block pearl, and then you just pearl into lava for some reason, even though there's like just terrain up here for some reason. And like if you were maintaining your Z or something, like that's a bad habit anyways, but you're not even doing that because F3's not open. Like we're just wasting time being in
yeah,
lava.
and now we have 11 eyes, 3 pearls. We can't zero anymore, and we've just lost like all our health. Like
Yeah. So what are we doing? Just like all of this time
yeah,
you're just wasting doing nothing. Like build up and you can like speed bridge over the lava. Like what are we doing?
yeah, like a lot of times I feel like it's about like telling people to use F3C with Ninja Brain Bot, but you're way over relying on it. It seems like
You don't even have
like you
F3
need
open.
yeah like it should be using F3C with Ninja Brain Bot to sort of guide your pearls in the right direction, and like you'll see it tell you like 59 blocks like to the left 10 degrees. You use it to like guide a pearl to go like about 60 blocks in that direction, but you shouldn't be using it to precisely adjust yourself onto the chords. Like you should sort of have, you should like memorize those chords as you're re-entering the nether to like commit them to your memory, and then like and this is
Use
where you use
F3 and
F3,
go.
yeah, to
Like this
just like do
is
those micro adjustments without,
yeah,
yeah,
this is
because
absurd. I've never seen someone just no F3 raw dog it completely. And also just like I'm assuming this is like Y30, which is like reduced chances to enter stronghold. Like it's almost always
yeah,
better to just like build up a few blocks and then just speed bridge over to your cords over lava and then build your portal. Like, people don't. Okay, we're not even gonna do gravel. Yeah, you don't have gravel on your hotbar, so you can't even do that. Um, but I can, if you want, there's like a faster way to drain or faster way to make your portal under in lava. But realistically, you should just not do it.
This is like Y25 or something. And yeah, it's
Yeah,
just inconsistent at hitting starter.
we
Like,
have
like
radiant.
you'll often hit just below starter in the stronghold somewhere, and you're just not going to be able to instant nav because you'll be super far from the polar room.
Yeah. So we reduce our render. No, we don't. You want to reduce, so you want to change your pie back to mapless while you're purling to chords or like anytime before you enter the stronghold. And I think we did that. In the portal frame, you should make sure to reduce your render to 8 and then 50 ED. Just because when you enter the stronghold, you immediately want to start preemptive. Reason being is that as you enter in, your mob cap starts filling up, and um, a filled up mob cap messes with preemptive. It's like the most basic way of putting it. So you should just immediately start preemptive. We don't even set our okay, yeah. And the other thing that I'm gonna say is that what? We just didn't scan it all. We just looked at one thing.
Yeah, this better be our like 0 chest pure spike for us to send it immediately. Like,
Like even if you're like confident that this might get you there, it's almost always still worth it to do like a quick scan even in the same vicinity, even if you like don't want to do a circle, but realistically you should always do a circle and make sure that that's a spike. Um
yeah, because
yeah,
like if this is a zombie spawner, when you come back after like finding out it's a zombie spawner, you'll have a full mob cap and you're unlikely to be able to find the polar rune from the starter with your preemptive because all the mobs will have moved around and like, I mean, without
it's
going
gonna mess
super
up your
technical, it's pretty much impossible at that point when the mobs are like in starter to like actually find the polar rune with preemptive.
not to mention you just having to mess with mobs then.
Yeah,
Yeah, like congrats, you it's the library, but it's here, yeah.
yeah, I expect it was just it's like the chests like making the spike larger.
No, this is Radeon. This is AMD, so it makes sense. But what? We just dropped our rod?
Wait,
Wait,
what?
no, my brain. Wait, what? What are we doing?
Oh my god. What? Like,
I've that's
I mean, I most people will just use the recipe book to craft extra eyes, but like, I mean, it's not for that reason, but like, it would certainly prevent this throw. But
I mean, there's a reason that people pre-craft all of their eyes too while they're getting to the stronghold.
well,
Apart from just
you
like
wouldn't do that here because low pearls, but
low pearls,
like,
yeah, I understand that, but wow, yeah,
yeah, like you would just use the book to craft all your blaze powder and then just click the eye of ender in the book as many times as you need it.
even
That's what
just
you normally do.
yeah, yeah, even just ignoring the colossal throw. You want to make sure that you're just like done with your beds, anchors, bow, crafts before leaving the fort. Like just out of principle, because now you're gonna waste time in the portal room making that. Granted, I think
Yeah,
we're gonna have to. Yeah,
like the justification you often hear for like not doing the pre-crafts then is like, oh, but like I'm not giving myself like time to like overlap it in between pearls to the stronghold or just something like that. But then you look at like the inventory in the stronghold and it's always more cluttered than it is on blind because you've just picked up random stuff from like getting to second portal. Like maybe you had to kill a skeleton, or like you had to mine some netherrack or basalt, and then like you had to mine stone bricks in the stronghold, and like you've just got more stuff in your like inventory like pretty much every time, and it's just makes it so much harder to do your crafts there because you've got to throw out more stuff and just use more brain power. Like it's just pretty much always worse. My opinion. Like it's not actually that bad in this, but I think that's mainly because our inventory was so cluttered to begin with. We couldn't pick up extra stuff, but like there is just 15 netherrack. Like there's just a slot
15
we've got
netherrack,
now.
just like bastion bricks still. Even like besides what Mavu, which is like a very valid point, it's just like again hammering home the point about linearizing your gameplay. Like when I get to the portal room, I'm just filling in my eyes and like entering, and my hotbar set, my inventory set. Like I know where everything is, and that's helpful because that reduces my chances of having like like an anomaly, like in the form of like a random slot or whatever. Like the less you give yourself chances to make errors, the less errors you make, if that makes sense. And that means that, like pre-crafting, having your bed in your hotbar, most likely, having your respawn anchor, whatever, like that's extremely important. And yeah, you just don't want to sit in the portal room or just like, yeah, portal room, just like pre-crafting or whatever, because now you have to spend time throwing out stuff which could have been overlap with getting the blazes. Sorry, I'm like actually forgetting how to speak. Like, why would we even fill the eyes? Just immediately start entering the nether.
Yeah, we just have to go back. Like why we
Why are we doing this? Like, I don't know.
yeah. I feel like the like back seats at this point, because this is just like a not normal thing to happen in a run. It's gonna be a little bit like
Yeah,
just
this
random,
it's
but
gonna
like
be random, but like I'll still watch it.
yeah,
It's like
like
we're looking for water. We're don't mind the door, mind the block under it, or if there's no block under it, just go around it.
yeah. And can't we just go back to start at like the portal and just dig out of, well, we'd have to refire us because we're in the middle of the ocean, like lava ocean, but
Yeah, I'm like curious,
yeah.
what are we doing? Like, why are we back in the? There's like fountains in the stronghold, right? What are we doing? Okay. Oh, I get it. The diamonds.
What is the point? Like, why have we not just gone back to the nether? Like, we need another blaze powder. Like,
No, because they don't have water, so they're gonna
you
go
just
up
use the
here.
flint and steel on the second portal that we like entered the stronghold with, right?
Yeah, you just go back to starter. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know what's
well,
happening here. I
yeah,
mean,
like,
you could just make a portal here too, but realistically, you just go back to starter and
yeah, it would have taken like 10 seconds to just backtrack the stronghold. Like,
you're like, what are we doing? We're just not thinking or something. Um,
yeah, and you just end up.
why? Why? Why are we doing side quests?
It was
Why are
just,
we in the bastion?
yeah, like, I'm not trying to be like rude or toxic or anything, but this is just like, we're just not trying to really like do anything right now.
Wait, what?
Like
You have one
what if,
pearl.
yeah, wait, when
Wait,
did I, like,
what?
like, okay, I'm just gonna say what realistically should have happened here. Like, we should have gone back to the starter. We should have re-entered the stronghold, the nether, like after using a fire res. We swim up and then pillar up to the surface of the lava ocean, bridge back to the terrain on the left, and then use that to get back to the fortress and pearl hang back to quartz before we like get too far away. Kill
Yeah,
another
because we
blaze
had
and then
three
unlock the
pearls.
pearl. Yeah,
We had three
like,
pearls, right? So one to pearl to the fort, one for your pearl back, and then one for entering the end. We
yeah,
have one
like,
pearl here, but we're trading for some reason. What are we doing? Why?
you just don't zero, and you
Zero's like
you
way
probably
out of
ground
question
zero
here.
this. Like we have like 6 or 7 beds, I think, and we had extra iron. Like
I'm just... Why? Why?
this is just completely unnecessary. Like
You still have a pearl. I don't understand why we're doing this. I'm not gonna unmute because...
we got a pearl trade and we're still trading, so like
Are we trading for like a respawn anchor? What? No, because we have glowstone. You just haven't made your anchor. You have 10 pearls. We didn't have fire res? Is that what it is? You have a...
no,
You
they
have
they they
iron.
had the like 4 fires in the fortress.
You
Like
have
I
an iron. You
remember.
can make like one shield too. You have 21 wood. Like...
Yeah,
I'm
I'm fully
sorry.
lost. Like
I'm not trying to be like rude or anything, but I'm actually just completely...
yeah, I don't know.
I...
If you've got an explanation, I'd love to like hear what was going through your mind at the very least. Like,
Yeah. I just like... I just feel like we're just doing random side quests. Your stone axe would have been completely fine. If you did want to use the three and make like a sword, but like you don't need it for anything. So, and you have empty slots on your hotbar, so your items are gonna get displaced. If you're gonna do
yeah,
death
and we've
reset,
got
make sure...
stuff in our offhand as well. Like,
I'm just I'm not gonna watch all of this because I don't know what we're doing.
yeah, no, I assume we just lose to the opponent.
Yeah, because we're just doing random side quests. I'd love to know what was the thought process here,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I mean, back to like what happens in most of the run though. Like, I think that there was the stuff in finding the ship in the overworld, which I felt was like a significant.
time
Just
loss,
like
yeah.
it's a pretty easy fix as well, which I think is like what makes it like
Yeah,
worth pointing out again. Like, because if you
for...
just be a bit more thorough with your like pie chart usage, it's just
So here, if I were in your situation, I've been presented with this island. I immediately go to 10. I can even go further into detail actually. So you load into trees. You notice like another bunch of trees here. So naturally, if I'm spawning here, I'd be wanting to go here, 10, and scanning your ship. If it's not here, it's like it could be here or it could be behind. Although, yeah, it can be behind too. But like you just want to be scanning here instead of like manually looking for it, if that makes sense.
yeah, like it's either an RP or a ship. Like,
And the reason why the trees matter is that like ranked filter, like especially for buried treasures, but like this applies for shipwrecks too and rune portals too. If you're like confused about the general direction, it's like always smart to go towards the trees and scan there because it's usually there. But yeah, this like easy fix. And then the flow of like what you're doing here was like off. Try to not like do stuff sequentially. Try to overlap stuff.
I'd say like similar to the finding the ship, there was also like finding the magma ravine. Because like
Yeah,
especially on ship seeds, you really want to spend like you want to go straight to the surface and like reverse F5 and try and scan as much of the ocean around the ship as possible. Because like the magma
yeah,
ravines, I think there's 2 of them like filtered, and then there's like centered 8 chunks on the ship, so
Yeah.
like near the ship is just the best place to look.
It's just always smart to like grab a good look of like two oceans. So if I were you, I knew the quality of this ocean. I knew there's like one ravine here. I'd be trying to look into this side more and see if there was a closer ravine here. But yeah, I mean, you're on 12 render, which is like an issue because you don't see kelp. If this was 20 render, you'd probably see kelp here. But yeah, we just didn't look for a closer ravine or realistically any ravine, but yeah.
I'm assuming the huge like time difference between the opponent is they made an iron axe, so I don't think that's something to really worry about. But like, yeah, there was definitely like several routing mistakes in the island as well. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Um, enter just like everything about the route that I mentioned. And your flow. Again, we're like backtracking, doing stuff sequentially. It's like a huge thing. Try to find your overlaps, and if you want inspiration, watch any top runner and analyze what they're doing. Um,
yeah, like if like a little bit more in depth on that, like if you watch like a bunch of different top runners and how they like play the bastion, you don't need to copy what they do, but you can like look at what they do and decide if you think that you would like if you like would like
yeah,
to do that as well.
yeah,
Like maybe Dugal like triple stacks on his like Donkey Kong bridge or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with something, but like, and you don't want to do
yeah.
that, but then like, but
The
then
point that we're
Infume
trying to
does a
get,
pyre in a certain way.
yeah,
Yeah, like
try to get the macro from top runners, like the general idea of what they're doing, and then try and adapt it. Unless there's just like an obvious like better way to do it, then you should just copy it. But yeah. Um, Same thing about inventory sorting, and then I think a big theme, like a big problem with our run is just hotbar and inventory management in general, all of this. And then fourth was just bad priorities. Again, go to the checklist. Your spawner comes first because you wanna try and get as many 4, 5, 6 blaze spawns as you can. Um, yeah, makes a lot of difference. Measuring was fine. Like this, all of this is just like marked by the fact that our inventory is not clear. We're just not pre-crafting, so all of this is just like wrong. But ignoring all of that, like
it's like
in
hard. It's hard to overstate how much not pre-crafting a bed can impact your blaze split,
yeah, yeah,
especially in ranked.
yeah, just do it out of principle, even if it's like wasting time in the short term. You learn to overlap it. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Here, just I don't know. You just pearl
like
here in the
I
terrain.
think if you have like a ton of pearls, you could justify pearling onto the side of the treasure,
Treasure,
I
yeah, I was
guess,
thinking
but
about that, but it just
but
doesn't.
like yeah, I think just pearling onto like that left crimson tree, like on the top, it gives you similar like good visibility and then an immediate uh ability to like throw another like free pearl. Like
I don't hate purling here. It's just like,
I mean like bottom left of the cursor,
oh,
like
oh,
on the terrain to the like
oh,
the
this one?
in-game cursor.
No,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
these. Okay, sorry,
yeah.
my brain's a bit fuzzled, but yeah, just yeah, I don't know. We're like the over reliance on F3C is new to me. I've not seen someone, but open your F3 and look at the chords and decide like um I don't know how to put this.
Yeah,
Just
there's like no real way to just instantly like do XYZ and you're a god at end games, you know, but like
yeah.
it's there's that like you're making a mistake, so there's clearly something that you need to change. That's the best way to put it. Like,
Yeah,
and
just
I mean,
like
it's pretty
yeah.
obvious you're relying on F3C a lot, but
Yeah,
It's not
don't.
inherently bad, but like you're not using F3 at all. So
Yeah, F3C is like really useful to get your angle and then an estimate for how many blocks. Like if it says like 70 blocks, I would just know that it's like one full pearl and I'm on chords. Or if it says 150, so I'm like, all right, it's gonna be 2.5 or like two pearls and a little bit of running or whatever. You like using F3C Ninja Brain bot distance for that is good. But once you're at chords, you want to open your F3 and figure out your chords, if that makes sense. Um, Again, just be on surface. I feel like we talked about it enough.
yeah, yeah. And the nav stuff, like
Stronghold.
it's pretty like
Yeah,
just
just
normal.
everything that we said, just immediately want to preemptive and then like have a proper scan. I'd recommend watching Monji if you want, or Mongi, sorry, if you want inspiration. 30 FOV 10. It's perfect. Obviously, you're on Radeon graphics, so your spikes are not going to be the same, but like I'm trying to explain, like the how they approach like a stronghold is important to note down and understand.
There's like a lot more happening in preemptive than it's just like than what is happening on screen. Like
Yeah,
you've got to be thinking about like where this when the spike appeared and like how like if your spike appears in like a very wide angle, it usually will mean it's close. If it like it's a narrow angle, it's far. Like
yep.
there's just a load of different things to like get comfortable with, and it's very difficult.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, just like surface level stuff, just do your basic preemptive fine, have like a basic understanding of hitboxes, wiggle if you're gonna try and learn more. Yeah, and you can obviously maybe has an excellent video, deep dive into preemptive if you really want to learn more, but you can get there, or you can like be a lot better, but just by learning like the basic stuff too. The rest of the post choke,
it's kind of hard to like
yeah,
gather anything like super like useful when regarding like your general gameplay on this because like obviously you don't intend to reach this like situation again. But
yeah,
yeah, I guess it's just like not losing track of what you need to do. I guess when you do
yeah,
make mistakes.
yeah.
The
Being aware is really important. That's everything, I think.
yeah
Uh, if you have any questions or if you want to explain what happened here, feel free to ping us in a thread. Thanks for sending in your run.